Welcome to World of Walker Masterclass. My name is Kristian Berg. I'm a director and one of the key creators of Alan Walker's cinematic universe. A series of music videos with a continuous storyline that started with Faded in 2016. Since then, World of Walker has been told through numerous music videos, each telling their part of the storyline. This is the very first World of Walker Masterclass, and I'm beyond excited to finally take you guys deep into the lore. I will share new information and clips that's never before seen. We will start the session with a detailed look at the World of Walker timeline and its four main eras: the ancient, modern, dark, and future era. Next, I'll go through the main characters and the items. I will talk about all the cool ways we build World of Walker outside the music videos, before rounding up the session with a look at what's ahead for World of Walker. At the end of the session, you will have the full insight on what World of Walker is all about, a deeper understanding of the storyline, the characters, and all the hidden gems. The session will be full of exclusive clips. If you are into World of Walker, this is a session you don't want to miss. So let's get started. I've been working as a music video director for over 20 years, primarily working with urban Norwegian artists. In 2016, I got a call from Alan Walker's manager, Gunnar Greve, a lifelong friend of mine. A call that would completely change my life. Sing Me to Sleep had just become a worldwide hit. He told me about the Alan Walker project and the massive attention they were getting pretty much all over the world. They knew they were onto something really big, so the demand for new videos was urgent. Gunnar wanted me to develop the World of Walker universe through a series of new music videos, giving the existing videos context into the new storyline. In Alan's first music videos, Faded, Alone, and Sing Me to Sleep, they had established three very important elements that are still crucial to this day. 1. The way they dress, mask and hoodie, simple but very effective and highly recognizable. 2. The mysterious worldwide underground operation, the Walker Network. They are working on something. And the dystopian locations, abandoned spots with very interesting architecture. So they had established a strong visual identity. So I built upon that and got started writing what would become World of Walker. I worked full-time on this project the following 6 years, traveling all over the world, shooting music videos on spectacular locations. As you probably understand, this means a lot to me. So let's take a deep dive into the World of Walker. We will now go through the timeline, starting where it all began. The first part of the World of Walker timeline is what we call the ancient era. It appears only in the music video for Heading Home. The World of Walker storyline starts 3,000 years ago, deep in the jungle of Quang Binh, Vietnam, where a civilization called the Walkers lived. The Walkers were in possession of advanced technology. Their most important invention? The AV-8 drone. The drone is equipped with two lenses, one that scans, the other constructs. It's operated by hand movements from its personal pilot. When concealed, it holds the form of a metal Walker logo, but when thrown in the air, it expands into a full-size drone. The AV-8 is crucial to the World of Walker universe, and you'll see it referenced many times today. The ancient Walkers were in possession of another powerful tool called the Spectre. Some of you may have seen glimpses of a mysterious ancient ceremony. It actually holds great significance for the World of Walker storyline, but we have never shared any information about this place until today. I will now play the full unreleased scene and then tell you the meaning behind this room. As mentioned, the ancient Walkers were highly advanced and in possession of technology the world still haven't seen anything alike. The Spectre is located on the inside of a well-known monument you'll see in many Alan Walker music videos. In heading home, you will find the monument at the entrance of the ancient World of Walker. This tool, the Spectre, enabled the ancient walkers to predict future catastrophic events. They engraved the most crucial ones on this wall. You will see tsunamis, earthquakes, massive fires, etc. But two of them holds extra significance for the World of Walker. If we zoom in, we will see the year 2023 written over a symbol. The symbol illustrates a solar storm. The ancient walkers foresaw that the world would get hit by a solar storm so powerful that it would change the course of humanity forever. This was something that caused great concerns to the ancient walkers, because they also knew that their own extinction was very close. They foresaw their own doomsday, a horrific meteor shower only years away. With them no longer present, the world would be without their knowledge, insight, and powerful tools. So they were simply concerned for the future of mankind. So they gathered their technology and an instruction for future generations and buried them in time capsules. The time capsules were placed all over the world in 8 different locations. A message for the future that hopefully would save mankind after the horrific solar storm. Each time capsule also contains something we call the prophecy discs. Here's an example of a prophecy disc. Illustration of events that would need to take place for the future walkers to be successful. The prophecy were engraved into round metal discs like this one. A crucial guide for future generations to follow. There are in total 8 prophecy discs. We have only seen 5 this far. The more experienced walkers out there can read a lot out of these discs. They will see future events that will take place in the music videos, plus find hidden messages. The capsules were buried right before the catastrophic meteor shower ended their existence forever. All traces of them were lost and they were forgotten, another part of modern history. At the end of the video heading home, you see walkers jumping into a well, but we never explained why. The ancient World of Walker city was built on top of a massive cave that today is known as the Hang Son Doong in Vietnam. They jumped into this cave to avoid getting crushed by meteors. A few of them actually survived and lived underground for years. They were able to keep the myth of the ancient walkers alive for future generations. We traveled 3,000 years to 2015. We call this the modern era, and it spans from 2015 to 2030. The music videos that covers this era is Alone Part 1 and 2, Sing Me to Sleep, On My Way, and Tired. We meet the French archaeology student Lily, aka 28300. She keeps mostly to herself, but has a large network of friends in her secret online network. Lily has a burning interest in mysterious archaeology and alternative history. Specifically a phenomenon called out-of-place artifacts, objects that appear too complex for the time which they were made. This has given her an idea to which she dedicates all her free time. She is convinced that there once existed an unknown, extinct, advanced civilization thousands of years ago. She believes that their skills and knowledge may be very important for modern humans. Unfortunately, she is ridiculed and not taken serious in academic circles. An object keeps appearing throughout her research. Variations of 8 dots placed in a specific pattern. She realized that these 8 dots placed on a world map actually are markers of significant locations. This is her big breakthrough. She visits one of these spots and yes, finds traces of the ancient walkers. This is massive. Her extraordinary discovery of a lost civilization rewrites history and makes her global news.
Reportage en direct de ce site d'extraction. Une jeune fille française a découvert des monolithes mystérieux enterrés sous la terre.
On 8 different locations all over the world, researchers have discovered monoliths placed in a specific pattern. They are at least 3,000 years old. Now, could this be the evidence of an advanced ancient civilization unknown to us?
Who were they and where did they go?
Now, looking back at history, how could we have missed the connection and the meaning of those stone formations?
No one knows their purpose or how they were manufactured, and most of all, who created them.
In cave paintings recently found around the excavation sites, we see people pointing to the sky towards flying aircrafts hovering over them. The flying object shares a similar shape as the megalith found all over the world. Now, beside them, we see drawings of what seems to be a complex city structure. Now, I'm certain that this is much bigger than anyone can imagine.
Numerous pieces of ancient technology is excavated, but Lily wants to dig deeper. 28300 needs funding to continue her research and expeditions. She is contacted by the big tech company called Red Nexus. The company specializes in DNA research, life enhancement, security, and even weapon development. Red Nexus is a key character in the World of Walker universe, and this is our first meeting with them. I will now play an early promo video for Red Nexus to show you how they portray themselves in this part of the storyline. This is an Easter egg video few of you have seen. The innocent start of something that will eventually turn evil.
The future is under threat. Global warming, disease, war. As we continue our march into the 21st century, humanity faces greater challenges than ever before. But there is also hope. Hope in the people like you who want to do something about it. And in us, the company that will enable you to. At Red Nexus, you will be at the forefront of research into nanotech, geoengineering, and intelligent defense technologies. You will also help through our philanthropic work ranging from clean water projects to a sponsorship of the world's greatest archaeological exhibition in modern history. You will be working along the brightest and the best, all in service of the planet and its people. Take control of tomorrow by applying today. Red Nexus, for the future.
Red Nexus are showing great interest in the technological ancient discoveries from 3,000 years ago. So they fund 28300's further research, giving her access to all the resources in the world. Red Nexus have displayed objects for the public in the museum, the Walker Excavations, while still keeping many of the artifacts hidden from the public view. The finding of the drone AV-8 is being researched by Red Nexus scientists in high security labs. Lily is doubtful about Red Nexus intentions, so she continues to feel that there are many unanswered questions around the prehistoric walkers. What are they trying to tell us, and what is the meaning behind their technology? She therefore continues her research alone, hiding it from Red Nexus. Digging deeper, 28300 returns to the cradle of the walker's beginning, leading her into the depths of the Vietnamese jungles. She enters the Hang Son Dong cave, the cave where the ancient survivors hid during the meteor storm. Here she locates one of the time capsules, the message left behind by the ancient walkers. She returns back home with her new discoveries, but she has trouble finding the meaning behind the time capsule's content. She reaches out to her friend, Walker Zero, for help. He is the founder and the leader of the online network she is a part of. Together, they form the modern worldwide Walker community. People with different skills and backgrounds, all working together towards the same goal, decrypting the message from the ancient walkers, all while hiding their discoveries from Red Nexus. After years, they eventually manage to decrypt the time capsule's message and find out about the doomsday that is upon them. The ancient walker's prophecy about the solar storm was only years away. An event that will cause chaos all over the world and end society as we know it. But what is a solar storm and why is it so dangerous? Here is another example of an Easter egg video that few of you have seen. It explains the consequences of a solar storm and how it can impact us as a society.
Solar storms are bursts of gamma rays violently exploding from the sun, sending a cloud of plasma hurtling into space. These charged particles present a different kind of doomsday. Mass chaos erupts, and society as we know it ceases to exist. The solar storm heading for Earth is stronger than anything ever witnessed before. The end is near.
The Walker starts a worldwide underground operation, equipping future survivors of the solar storm with tools that could save humanity. They start mass-producing the ancient AV-8 drones, and again, just like their ancestors, they bury 8-time capsules all over the world. A glimpse of hope sent into the future, all for the ultimate goal of creating a future city, World of Walker. A safe haven that could save humanity. The solar storm hits Earth in the year 2030. And the world is sent into a dark era. The Dark Era is by far the most dramatic, brutal, intense part of the World of Walker storyline. It spans from year 2030 to year 2090. It's told through the music videos Faded, Paradise, Fake a Smile, Man on the Moon, Sweet Dreams, Heart of a Mine, and Time. The solar storm resulted in chaos, looting, and riots all over the world. To regain control, the tech company Red Nexus are hired by governments to take back control, by any means. They are now controlling all major cities in a strict regime. Red Nexus drone, the RX-8, is a militarized version of the ancient AV-8 drone. A fair tool that keeps civilians on a short leash. Though strictly illegal, a small group of walkers are still active. Led by 28300, Walker 0 and Walker 22, they slowly form a resistant group. Unity Force is founded. A militarized group of walkers consisting of highly trained drone pilots. They make a weaponized version of their AV-8 and slowly gain followers all over the world. A dangerous operation that cost many lives in the brutal hands of Red Nexus. 28300 gets violently imprisoned by Red Nexus in one of their secret hideouts. In the year 2050, the Unity Force are ready and they attack the Red Nexus headquarters. This is the start of a 40-year-long drone war. A war between Red Nexus RX-8 and the Walker's AV-8. What follows is a gruesome drone war spreading all over the world. We get to know a new character called Alida. She is a skilled drone technician in the Unity Force. We follow her in the last days of the drone war. The Unity Force come out victorious and years of Red Nexus dictatorship is over. But it comes at a huge cost. The future era happens right after the Dark Era, spanning from year 2090 to 2100. The videos that covers this era are All Falls Down, Darkside and Diamond Heart. The aftermath of the drone war has left the world in ruins. People live in small societies with very few resources. A dark, ruined world with little or no technology. Suddenly, the time capsule starts appearing all over the world. Being programmed with audio signals, the survivors of the drone war are able to find and dig up the buried capsules. They learn how to use this ancient technology and become the future walkers. They initiate the plan laid by the ancient walkers thousands of years before them. All over the world, the AV-8 drones scan what's left of buildings and monuments after the war, collecting architecture, art and structures from all over the world, building blocks that one day will become World of Walker. After years of scanning, it's time for the walkers to unite. The drones construct all their scans, and this is how they build World of Walker. A new beginning and a safe haven for walkers all over the world. This is where the saga ends. In the future, I'm sure the storyline will proceed far beyond this point. But until now, the inside of World of Walker remains a mystery. These are stories yet to be told. Now you have a broad overview over the World of Walker timeline and its 4 main eras. So let's summarize with a quick run-through the main characters and the most important items, starting with the characters. Lily, aka 28300, the archaeology student that discovered the ancient walkers. Co-founder of the modern Walker Network, she was born in 1996, and even though you see her in the Heading Home music video that took place 3,000 years ago, she cannot time travel. This is just her imagination, her way to solve the mystery of what happened to the ancient walkers. Alan Walker, aka Walker Zero. He sort of plays his real-life character, a DJ with a big online network of walkers that he is the leader for. Together with 28300, they decrypt the ancient walkers' intricate message of the past. Then we have Walker 22, the guy from the Faded music video. He is a part of the underground network of walkers after the solar storm, executing dangerous missions in the Red Nexus patrolled streets. Alida, aka 88888, a drone technician in the Unity Force, survivor of the gruesome drone war. One of the walkers that lived to see the realization of World of Walker. Professor Zoran Babic, a respected professor specializing in archaeology and ancient technology. 28300's mentor that notifies the government after her finding traces of an unknown civilization. The Red Nexus soldiers, seen all over the world patrolling the streets after the solar storm, feared by the general public and known for their brutality. Moving on to a big one, Davor, aka Walker 83. the mysterious man first seen in All Falls Down, which takes place in the year 2094. I know many of you have questions about this character, because he appears in several videos that spans over decades. It's finally time to reveal his secrets and his significance to the storyline. Davo was actually born in the 1970s. He studied technology and later graduated and became a professor. His unique knowledge in the field of DNA quickly made him sought after throughout the world. His findings in DNA manipulation for life extension made him the subject of much debate and criticism in the research community. He was one of the frontrunners who formed the company Red Nexus. Their vision was to present innovative products to the world that would change the way we lived and thought. Through DNA life enhancement, they wanted to lead the world into a new age, exploring the possibility of transhumanism, robust human enhancement technology. Such technologies would radically improve human health and extend human lifespans. Well aware of the risks, he conducted numerous experiments on his own body the following years. Decades later, in a world destroyed by the ravages of the solar storm and the drone war, Davo is still alive as a result of his DNA research as a young man. His age and appearance are virtually unchanged. He realizes Red Nexus' evil intentions and tries to distance him from the company. He knows too much, so they won't let him go. He escapes and becomes a wanted fugitive. To help defeat Red Nexus, he joins the underground resistance force of the Walkers and Unity Force. He offers them his knowledge and shares Red Nexus' evil plan. This is what enables the Walkers to create the militarized version of the AV-8. The only way for the Walkers to stand a chance against the evil worldwide corporation Red Nexus. During the Dark Era, he gets a daughter. Can you guess who? That's right, Alida. He teaches her all his knowledge, and she becomes a legendary drone technician. It would be safe to say that without Davo and Alida, Unity Force wouldn't stand a chance against Red Nexus. After the end of the drone war, he takes part in the construction of World of Walker. So this is a super important character for the lore. The evil researcher that turned on Red Nexus to help Walkers liberate the world. Okay, I will now talk about the most important World of Walker items. The AV-8, drones constructed by the ancient Walkers. With the ability to scan and construct, when concealed it holds the form of a Walker metal logo. When thrown in the air, it expands to a full-size drone. During the drone war, we see an updated militarized version of the AV-8. We call it the battlesuit. The RX-8 Red Nexus drone is mainly used for surveillance and as a paired weapon. It's their way to keep the public in order. The Prophecy Disc, a series of 8 discs made by the ancient Walkers. Illustrations of future events that needed to take place in order for them to create World of Walker. And then on to my favorite item, the Walker-mobile, Alan's personal vehicle, used before and after the solar storm. I want to talk a little bit about World of Walker outside the music videos, because even though they are the main source of information, you can learn so much about the lore through other products and formats as well. It's often here we place the fun nerdy facts that will give you the deepest insight. A few examples. Aviation movie, our innovative concert film that takes place inside the World of Walker universe. We follow Alida a couple of years after the drone war. She finds a hidden game that enables her to experience Alan Walker's music. Alida completing the game is necessary in order to create World of Walker. So even though it's not a music video, it's very much tied up to the World of Walker universe. Another example is the Walker Excavations, an online game where you and 28300 solves mysteries on locations known from the WoW universe. The museum with ancient items, a basement where they keep Professor Soran imprisoned, the secret Red Nexus labs, to name a few. Places we reference in the music videos, but we never get to see. I advise you to read emails, notes on the walls, books laying around. You'll find many cool Easter eggs and new pieces of information here. Especially on level 2, the basement has a lot to offer to those who want to dig extra deep into the lore. So keep an eye up for World of Walker related info other places than the music videos. Sometimes in plain sight, other times well hidden under layers of research. After this masterclass, you will be able to identify these hints way easier. So good luck, Walkers. So what's next in World of Walker? I'm happy to share the news that we are currently producing a new trilogy called Walker World. This storyline is set in year 2041, just years before the drone war. The new story will give a deeper meaning to Walker World and why it's there. And I can promise you it's way deeper than just roller coasters and dark rides. We are also bringing back a character that I know means a lot to you guys. So thank you so much for taking part in this World of Walker masterclass. It's been a privilege to finally take a deep dive into the lore together with you, and hopefully you have a clear understanding of the timeline and the main characters. I'm very proud of the work that has been done, and I hope to see many more videos and new followers of World of Walker in the years to come. I will round up this session with an exclusive first look at the upcoming music videos, exclusive clips for your eyes only. So thank you so much for attending the World of Walker masterclass. My name is Kristian Berg. See you next time.